How's it going, boys and girls? It's your boy Rough Diamond here, back with a quick video. With most games, it's usually good practice to browse the options menu before starting the game, to see if there are any settings you can change that better suit your playing style, as everybody's is different. I will show all the available options on screen, but only talk about the ones I think that are important. But one thing to bear in mind is that the options menu does change over time, and more options will be added, I'm sure. It's always good practice to adjust your controller sensitivity to your playing style. I usually have mine set to low with the intention of bringing it up over time. Every game is different and it always takes some adjustment moving from one game to another, from PUBG to Blackout for example. When I first get a game, I play a few matches, see what the sensitivity is like, and if I'm over aiming or under aiming, and then I adjust accordingly. In shooters especially, the higher the sensitivity usually means the quicker you are at aiming. So having the goal of increasing it over time is a good strategy. You may also see other settings like aim accelerator and over the shoulder aiming sensitivity, and like I mentioned before, these are all personal preference and it will take some practice to find out what best works for you. I choose to have the vibration on my controller off. One reason is to save the battery on my controller, meaning less battery changes, but I also find the vibration distracting. I choose to have the music turned off on PUBG, and that's the same for most games I play, apart from heavily based story games like Red Dead Redemption 2, where music plays a huge part in telling the story and setting the mood. It's more of a personal thing really, but hearing the same song loop over and over again can get tedious, especially when you're in the main menu. Also, if there's any in-game music, it can mask useful sounds like footsteps. PUBG doesn't have much in-game music as it pushes you to rely on your ears to hear approaching enemies and their location. I like to have my colourblind settings to Tritanopia, I probably butchered that. The reason for this is it usually makes your colours like your teammate's icon stand out a bit better. Also, in games like PUBG, where there is blood spurts when shooting an enemy, it changes the colour to purple, which is a lot more visible than red, especially at a distance, and helps you recognise if you hit an enemy or not. You can also change your crosshair colours to anything you like, in case the default white isn't working for you, but as before, these are all personal preference. Bluehole also added the option to change the third person aim camera position. The default is now set to reset to right shoulder, which means the camera will always be over your right shoulder when aiming in third person. You can also set this to your left shoulder. If set to the latest peak shoulder, the camera will automatically go to your last peak direction, meaning if you last peek to the left, the camera will be over your left shoulder when you next aim, and same for the right. If set to the latest aim shoulder, the camera will automatically go to your last aim, meaning if you last aimed over your left shoulder, the camera will be on the left the next time you aim, and the same for the right. There are other settings you might find useful, so I definitely advise checking them out before your next match, and it's good to check back regularly in case the developers have added other settings that can aid you. Hope you guys found it useful. Like if you like, comment and sub, hit the little bell for notifications, and I'll catch you all in another video soon. I've been Rough Diamond, laters.